We have a few minutes before an interview that I'm going to be doing for the late night face check. So we are going through a Cursed Hollow replay for the members of One More Fight. This was a playoff match that they just finished. I think it was even Sunday. And when we did our late night face check interview, he being Hellstorm, mentioned the idea of wanting to do some replay analysis. So I said, you know what? I do a little bit of that. I'm not great, but I think I'm okay. I'm a low diamond tank at the moment, but all right. So unpausing. First off, looking at draft, the global with Dahaka is great. The siege with Sylvanas and Rhaegar is fantastic, and the wave clear is good with Sylvanas, Kael'thas, and Rhaegar, and finally the idea of the blow up comp with the Taunt Varian is very good as well. So, looking for a 5-man cheese bottom. This is fine, but you probably don't even need all 5 people here. If, for example, you had Varian cutting off their rotation down, the other 5, ooh, you almost get that Raynor. So if Varian was up here in the mid, he would likely be able to slow the rotation enough, and the amount that he contributes to siege is rather low. So Varian's doing 77 on auto attack right now. Now, this only has 1 auto attack left, but the delay in time was probably more worth it. Now, here's our experience. We're going to be looking at this a lot, just for warning. So right now the enemy team is up. Oh, but we caught up with that wave. So the minion experience is so important. Yes, we got a kill. Looks like that was on ETC, and that's fantastic. Make ETC fear you. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to turn off my camera for now. Yes, I'm wearing a tie for the purposes of the interview. But so the minion experience is huge, especially when it comes to timings for objectives and such. Now, we know the objective is going to spawn at 3 minutes. Because it's a bottom objective, we want to get this camp, and then we want to have this one timed for the objective. Varian's down here going against a Raynor. Not exactly a win for Varian, but he can keep the stuff off the wall. If we can make sure that this siege camp doesn't do any damage here, that's a huge win for when the objective spawns right there. Now, I would recommend on your cheese, while yes, it was great to knock out this tower, and we're like, oh, we're going to take the bottom tower so it's farther away. We want to take out the tower that's closest to lane if we can. And again, that goes back to the idea of if Varian had been somewhere in here trying to slow the rotation, we get the tower that's closest to the team fight, so it reduces the enemy's safe zone quite a bit. We got some good siege out of that camp. The problem for us here is we didn't quite cap this soon enough. So we're gonna make the rotation, but we're behind. ETC stopping a potential rotation there. So now we have this camp clearing, or excuse me, not getting cleared, but pushing for free. Yes, our camp is pushing for free top, but ooh, great blocking and great focus there. Okay, we're gonna back this up a couple of times. Okay, so again, we see this here. Now, what I would say is you can probably have one of the two parties clear. Now we want to make sure we clear the wizard of the camp and the minion wave, because the minion wave, thank you baby, I have my 1-year-old baby Valk here, and she just handed me an ancient digital camera that our family has had for probably 15 years. But if we knock out the wizard camp and we knock out the minions, that makes it so that we have quite a bit less damage going in there. So these do triple damage to forts or to structures, and so they are just pumping in the damage, and the knight minions are just too healthy. 3,000 health right out of the chute. So we end up losing this entire wall. Don't worry, we're going to get back to the team fight here in a minute, but yeah, this wave just obliterates the wall. And so if we had cleared the wave, if we could have, I mean, and the soak, the camp doesn't give any soak, but the minions all do. Yeah, down it goes. Okay, we're going to come back to this. So Demon Grand's wall there worked for our team too, in that everyone was trying to smash on the Dahaka, so they just ate the flame strike. Do you want me to put the ring together or not, little baby? I have a Turkish puzzle ring that she quickly took apart, handed to me, and then yelled at me that I did not put it right back on her finger. So we'll back up here in just a moment. There you go. Yeah. So red should have positioned right here and just had Raynor in there delaying, or they should have just gotten right onto somebody. Okay, baby. Backing this up once again. We are now fully joined with baby Valk. See, he walls and everybody comes after you. We had a great placement on the flame strike. Sonya goes down. We taunted the Raynor. And Raynor now goes down. Now Echo, while I like Lion's Maw, it is a bit more of a smash level 1, where the taunt level 1 is overpower, particularly against Raynor. He will auto attack you and you'll smack him with extra damage. Do we have... Oh, nope, we don't have Dahaka Dig. Oh, so we needed to get on the top camp a little bit sooner so that we could rotate down faster, because 2 Zul rules points, we should have gotten blown up there. They botched that team fight. So this one's also on our side of the map. The other one was officially neutral, but still a little bit safer for us. Middle has been opened up in both cases. But this one is far more defensible for us. Echo is hiding in the bush. Echo should have stayed hiding in the bush. Rhaegar, we don't care about that vision at this point. Alright. Good news, they're not together either. Hey! You are zooming in, and that's not what we're after. Oh. Okay, then I won't put the ring back together. See, so here we get the taunt off on the mouth and just throw everything at him. So staying in this bush, very helpful for us. We want to do more things like that. Echo, Hellstorm, I don't know how recently you dug. You dug to get down here. See, we probably could have had Raynor, or not Raynor, Varian in this bush, had Dahaka just hanging out even longer until we saw him, getting that much more soak. I do like that we got a kill and we're sieging in. We should have kept Rhaegar with the siege team here bottom. Kael'thas can... Hey, you are done with this. No, you don't get the silver one. You keep ripping it apart and you're strong enough to bend the bands. So yeah, KT could be soaking back here rather safely, and our 3-man could have knocked this over. So we're 10s. I like that we get a camp pushing. However, we were 10s with nearly a full level lead. We want to go hunting at that point and kill someone. Because then if we get a kill, this objective's pretty free. If I'm the opposing team, seeing you bot, I'm just going to take top boss at this point. Oh, they rotate down. You should have had someone calling that out when you saw him walk past the camp. We got the fort. We're out well. Yeah, take the boss, take the boss. Especially once we saw anyone here, we just ripped the boss. Okay, he did take loudspeakers. Yeah, so this should be relatively free on the objective. Rhaegar, clear this next time, Rhaegar, and then come up. Because right now, all we have to do is delay until they react to boss. Because if they don't react to boss, that's fine with us. We are going to get a keep out of that and just keep delaying them. I missed the Pyroblast there, Lord Gaelic, but we don't want to Pyroblast full health targets. So we popped Bloodlust, but we're running around in circles. We want to call in advance, hey, we're going to go in, we're going to Bloodlust, and this is what we're going to do with it. Ooh, last second interrupt. We've got the silence, we had the isolation go out. We need to have blown up ETC right there. But again, we are just fine with delaying because they're going to lose a keep bottom. That was a fantastically timed gravity lapse. Kael'thas is dead though. So with this, we're closer to 13s. We just lost someone. It is entirely okay for us to just go back. Because look at the pressure that we've built up down here. We're going to get this cannon tower, and then it's going to start pressuring top. We're going to back this up. Okay. So, Gaelic, you die here because you walk too far forward. Our positioning for this fight, especially where we have cannon towers and they don't, we want Kael'thas to be somewhere along this line right here. They don't have anybody that can cross a wall short of a leaping Sonya. So we pick up a counter kill because they stayed too long. We're okay just keeping them busy up here. Again, pressure is building down here, so this cannon tower is about to go down. here, when we see Raynor bottom, we need to just go ham in another lane. We're 13s, we see Raynor bottom dealing with our wave. We need to open up the map a little bit more. So wells need to be priority, enemy camps need to be priority, forts need to be priority. If there's somebody overextended, perhaps a Sonya, they can become a priority. Unfortunately, when you find this on YouTube, you're not going to see some of the comments. But for example, Snowglare has said we need to know, like, preemptive what our plan is. We're going to take the boss and then we're going to do this. So his idea was have Dahaka delay top while we just 4-man push with the boss, forcing them to come down, and then we get more of that pressure bottom and probably the keep. Ooh, is she gonna finish the channel? So close. So Malfurion's out of mana, we just have to zone them off. They're not gonna have the healing they need. So I liked the CC chain that we built right there. We missed because Sonya ate it, but then Sonya died. We could have gotten a Raynor if Sonya hadn't stepped up. Now right here, we know this is dead. We don't even want to auto attack it. We just move forward and start on this wall, because we know the minions will get it. Oh, 5-man mosh. That was a great bump backwards from Raynor. Yeah, we need to go every man for themselves right there. Nice dig away. So this camp unfortunately has left us. So started to get some pressure here. Knocked out 7,000 health. So 8,000, 9,000. Yeah, they need to finish clearing this. So we know they're up here because of Dahaka. We know Sonya's clearing as well. We just need to get together and blow up Tassadar. He's gonna use his knockback on us. We had to silence the bosses here now. Yeah, one rather negative thing about our comp is we don't have boss control where the enemy team does. So, great news, our camp here is getting pushed in. They're gonna get it basically free cleared, but we may get a little bit more out of it. They probably could have stopped that dig, Snowglare, between having face melt and whatever Raynor's knockback is called. I can't think of it right now. Paint them red is the upgrade I always take. Penetrating round. So if they're not on the map, we've got a reasonable suspicion that they're down here double bossing. We now see that, yep, that is confirmed. We're not going to get to it at this point. We'll just have to defend at Fort Wall. Ooh, Rhaegar. Ooh, that was a really scary way to go. Here, what I would tell you is the play is we actually have Dahaka dig up here, knock this out, and then Hearth back. Because we know we're likely to lose this fort, but then we at least get keep. Ooh, great dig. Or burrow. Okay, we're going to back this up since I was talking. course, we may get top for free anyway. Yeah, nice work on the Tassadar. And the Bloodlust comes out. The Hyperion disengage. Yeah, look at this wave. We should win this one just based on how many structures, but we can't let them get a tribute. Yeah, it's 4v5. I like this invade. Oh, dead ETC for it. Very nice. Malfurion should die. We keep pushing this. We have Dahaka waddle back and pick it up, and then dig back forward. But Sylvanas we want there because she can shut down forts. Here, I don't think we end. I think we instead rotate mid and start working on this. Maybe I'll do that for one of the replays. I'm just going to say what my preemptive shot call will be. But see here, we now have second keep down. I would say to rotate right up through. Don't worry about the camp, because the camp's not going to end. And while it's nice to deny on the camp, we're now wasting a lot of abilities on the camp that if they just came in and they had stuff fresh, they could mosh, they could leap, they could do all sorts of mean things to us. So we got away safe on the camp, but I would have rather that we taken the keep, and then when they're trying to clear lanes, we take the camp for free. Here in the possessions come out from Sylvanas. Oh yikes, I just saw the time. My interview is any moment here. Yep, he is pinging me. Well, pinging, he messaged me in Discord. We're gonna speed this up. Dahaka boarding him. Oh, great lead by Sonya. Great counter engage, but we need to be in there together and kill someone. He's dancing. He's dead. We're not. We got Sonya. We're on the Raynor. So this is the game end fight. Yeah, we just need to go in, push out whatever lane we want, and end through it. Yeah, especially now. Oh, Newton rocks with a little bit of salt being thrown in there. So good job, we kept them from getting a trip. Even though they got the bosses, we had the macro lead in this one. So, a couple things to look at. Is there a way that I can delay the rotation on our cheese bottom? And that answer is yes, we could have Varian and Dahaka even be there to stop it. We could look at, okay, if I get to this camp a little bit earlier, looking at that top one, to make sure that goes down. So I'm going to end the stream now that we're at the black screen of doom and knock out this interview, but thanks everybody.